This is a Dell Dimension 2100, a PC from late 2001. I got this to be my main Windows 98 PC, as well as for any old Windows, for any experiments with old versions, with like newer versions of Windows on older computers. Like this PC just barely fits within memory requirements for Windows Vista and 7. And it doesn't even have SSE 2, meaning that you can't get the most up-to-date Windows 7 on it. But this is primarily a Windows 98 PC, and that's likely what's going to be for now. Yeah. And I mean, hey, if this thing came out probably a week earlier, it probably would have had Windows 2000 or 98 or Millennium Edition, because this PC was released just 6 days or so after Windows XP came out. Yeah, this was built, or well, not released, but this PC was built on Halloween of 2001. Yeah. Pretty big deal for this thing to have came with Windows XP. That probably explains why it has the case it has. So you're probably wondering what's in the box. We have, of course, have bubble wrap, but we also have a power cord. That's all that's in the box. So what's on the front of the system? As you can see, not much. What we have is a floppy drive, a disk drive, and a power button. And this this XP sticker that's seen better days. Also, I feel like I should bring this up, but this PC was built on Halloween of 2001. That's significant for more than just that it was built on Halloween. So, yeah. Pretty interesting, I guess. On the back of the system, we have PS2, USB, parallel, serial, VGA, the power supply, the 4 problem indicators, a Wi-Fi card, sound card, Ethernet card, and modem. Now it's time to get inside. Now, in order to get inside the computer, you have to pull this lever on the back. That kind of reminds me a bit of like a zipper or something. It's fairly simple, and it's pretty easy to take off, and once you get the hang of it, it's not too hard to put the panel back on. So, yeah. After opening it up, I was hit with a pretty nasty smell. Yeah. Yikes. But, thankfully, I am pretty sure that this smell is not got anything to do with the actual hardware. Yeah. However, on the bright side, I was quite relieved to find there were no bulging capacitors. Yeah, which is pretty nice, because, well, this was shortly before the main part of the capacitor plague. Which, yeah. Anyway, the processor in this thing is an Intel Celeron socket 370, which I already showed that it does not support SSE 2. So, yeah. There's a proprietary hard drive, and yeah, that's pretty much all I really have to say about the inside of this computer. So, well, yeah. It was also at this point in the video which I decided that I was not going to test the PC right away because, well, as you can see, when I recorded this, it was quite stormy outside. I couldn't really see anything. So, as such, well, yeah. Well, after 45 minutes the storm had passed, so I decided to give this thing a bit of a test. And it didn't turn on. I also tried that a second time. However, I'm not going to show the footage because it's literally the same results and same stuff. So, yeah. A few shenanigans later. After finding out that the floppy drive was shorting the power, I was able to get that fixed, and now it turns on. So, why not use the NamiOS disk to test this out? Because, well, it's what I use for literally everything. Oh, you saw that flicker of white. that was Nanami OS. Apparently, Nanami OS does not want to work properly on this computer. Well, that's okay. At least I was able to get a screenshot of the PCI stuff so I could get the proper driver for the sound card. By the way, the sound card is a Creative Labs a Sound Blaster AudioPCI 64. That was a mouthful to say, but yeah, it's got an interesting MIDI table. Yeah. Anyways, that is pretty much gonna wrap things up. I installed Windows 98 on this, but I did so off camera because I wasn't sure if it was gonna take a long time, because last time I saw Windows 98 on something, it took a really long time. So, yeah, with that, thanks for watching. I will see you next week. Bye!